Hey guys, how's it going? It's Rushy here. We're doing the Nash how to punch video, so I've got some normals recorded. You know the drill. First one on. The first one, stand heavy punch. That's -5 on block, that one. So it's quite, you can see it's quite a slow normal. Try max rate as well. I think 4 frames the best one to go for there, so the usual 4 frame follow-ups. Next is, so his stand heavy kick is -3, but it's very unrealistic to punish that, so I haven't included that one. Likewise, his crouching medium kick is -4, but again, he could cancel that, so I haven't really put that on here. The crouching medium kick, I've gone for things that you can definitely punish on block. I suppose the crouching medium kick, you probably, no, we'll do it. Let's record it. Because you don't see Nash cancel out of this. I don't know if he can, saying that. Let's try it. Put that one on. Okay, it's very difficult to punish that. It's only at close range, like very... Yeah, it's only at very close range you can punish that. That is -4. Next one will be sweep. This sweep's weird. You can like a tattoo, worst case scenario. And that'll work, I think, every time, the like a tattoo. But outside of that, you haven't got many options, I don't think. You can't tattoo an EX tattoo. Can see it, that'll work. I think that's your only option, the like your tattoo. That'll miss. It's -12 on block, I think. Yeah, -12, so you can't stand heavy kick either. The only other thing I can think of... No chance. So yeah, like your tattoo, it's a really difficult sweep to punish, but like your tattoo does work. Reversal time, and it works every time. I've never seen that miss, so if you've seen it miss, let me know, but for me it seems to work. So that's that one. Forward light kick. The close range is -5, the closest range possible. It's best to do light punch into chin buster for close range, or do that's a good confirm as well. If it hits at a range, say if it lands like that, you can't always punish him. So he blocked there. It's how his body falls. His body hits the ground before he's point blank in your face. Like that. You can't punish it. But that's why it's good. I think to use, me personally, I think that's the best confirm to use to punish him. The reason I say that is because light punch into back medium punch doesn't always work. So that's that one. His forward medium kick, I put it on here, you can't really punish it, it's -3. Close range you can like your tattoo. Likewise, you can light punch DP, but outside that range, it's not going to work. And I think this is overhead. -6. This. I tend to 4 frame punish. Chin buster seems to work alright as well. Yeah, a 4 frame or a 5 frame is fine there. You can do CA or EX tattoo if in V trigger as well. That'll work. Right, I'll move on to target combos and then we'll move on to specials. I think. And then just V trigger and CA. So yeah, we'll do that now then. So bear with me a second. Right guys, so he's got a lot of target combos and it's worth covering them just for the sake of breaking it all down. So he's got, I'll just do the punishable ones. He's got light kick into light punch, medium punch. That's -6 on block. Should get at least a 5 frame on that. Yeah. If in doubt, 4 frame. This one is light punch, medium kick. So I've seen this before. So that one is -7. I would go for that. That's guaranteed every time. So yeah, that's how you'd activate the V trigger off that. Next one is medium punch, light kick, heavy punch. I'm not really familiar with like all these new target combos. So something tells me that only comes out and hit. Okay, yeah, only comes out and hit. So that's the same one as the previous one. Down medium punch, forward medium punch. That's the crouching medium punch into overhead. That one, yeah. 4 frame, 5 frame, in my opinion. You can risk the 6 frame if you want to. And alright, I don't know which one this is. Have a look. Oh, medium kick, heavy kick, -10. So you'll get line breaker, heavy punch, stand heavy punch, but I'll probably go. Have a look. Yeah, the push back on it. I'd go line breaker if I were you. And he's got another variation of that. Medium kick, heavy kick, and then V skill. Let's try that. That is -10 as well. And again, I think it only comes out on hit, not on block. So, or anything that comes after medium kick, heavy kick is all -10. He can do medium kick, heavy kick. He can do medium kick, heavy kick, medium kick, and he can do medium, heavy, V skill. They're all -10. So that's them covered. We'll cover his specials now, and then his V trigger and CA. Cool. So let's do that now. Right, guys. So his V skill is -5. I didn't know that on block. So you can get a 4 frame, close range 5 frame. If it's at range, you'll get CA -5. I didn't know that. His booms, the light punch boom is the fastest, the heavy punch is the slowest, medium is obviously in the middle. Slow is -6, medium is -4, and the heavy one is -2. So it's all your turn after he throws a boom at close range. I think unless he lands it meaty, I'm gonna have to check that. If he lands them meaty, then you may not have the advantage. But if he throws them raw up close, you can punish. So be careful about that. I'm pretty sure he can set up booms to land meaty on your knockdown. So in that situation, it may be different. So we can look at that. We can look at that in another video. So let's try this out now then. So that's the -6 slow. That's why I don't like going for 6 frame punishes. But you can get it. That one is -4, the medium. You have to be perfect with reverse timing there. That's that one. And that one's -2. That's the very slow one. Slow animation. and then it's slow to move as well. That's -2. His EX booms are +2, so they're the ones to watch out for, the plus ones. The first boom and the second boom of EX is +2. It's not your turn there. Scythe is -7. That's a really good button to punish that with. Has to be perfect reversal timing, but it'll work close range. You get stuff like that. You punish that very hard, but at range, you won't reach. So at range, I'm not sure what the best to go for is. That's why you don't want to do that. Full frame is a good one to use. If you're close range, you're not sure. I think you'd have to learn the range on that one. It's up to you. You can either use a full frame to make sure you don't miss a punish, but it's best to learn the range to punish that at. So like here, there. Let's say about there. Not even there, but there. That's what you don't want to punish, where it just touches his fist. But like there. Just that, yeah, just out of range there. See, there is a good range, so you got to learn the range of that, but you'll get up to a 7 frame punish on that. So stab medium punch is very good because it has good range and it's a 7 frame, but it has to be a perfect reversal. Well, you have to do it as soon as you come out of block stun to get the 7 frame hit. You've got to practice. That's the only way to get that. We'll cover the rest of his scythe, so we'll do moonsault and then we'll look at the last little bits at the end. So I'll record that now. Okay guys, so his immediate scythe, it's -10 on block. It's very punishable, but it is hard to punish at max range, really hard to punish. So let's have a look. CA is very good at punishing it, as long as you catch. So what you're doing is, I'll pause it there, you're catching him during recovery. If you're slow on the punish, it won't work because he'll retreat back. You see there. You can't use that. X had to go too hard. It's annoying. It's only really punishable in close range, like the badly spaced ones. I would go for line breaker or CA. But so yeah, it's up there. Just whiff. If you're in V trigger, it's better for Ken because you've got the X Tatsu now. It'll hit better. You'll get that in most scenarios if you're in V trigger. That should hit every time. But yeah, non-V trigger it won't work, so I'd say line breaker CA to punish that. It's very deep line breaker without a doubt. His heavy scythe, that's more of a combo ender, that one. But you do get some people throw that raw. That's -15, so line breaker again is good. Line breaker is good there. I sometimes go for stand heavy punch, but strain the block stun on that. You come out of block stun before you hit the ground. But yeah, I think line breaker. -15, and EX scythe is -19. Again, this is a combo ender / anti-air. You won't see it in neutral, but it's very punishable if it comes out. Exactly the same. Stand heavy punch, line breaker, that's fine. That'll do for that. Now recording moonsault, didn't I? So moonsault, this is probably one of Nash's most annoying moves. Problem with moonsault is it's a bit like Urin's knees. if he does a light one, he doesn't move very far. If he's a heavy one, he moves further. If he's a medium one, he lands in the middle. You're not 100% sure which one he's going to use. So you got to expect the initial ones that they use will be used to attack, to land on your head. Once you start anti-airing them, then they'll start throwing out ones where they land behind you, in front of you and stuff like that. They're the ones you got to watch out for. But to anti-air it, I'll just do crouching mini punch. You can DP as well, and you'll get the invincible frame off the DP. But it's kind of slow the start up, isn't it? You can wait ages. Even if I wait like really long, if you look in, get the crush counter even better. Oops. You get the idea though, you can punch it. Yeah, so you can do some crazy combos after that if you want to. EX side, this is a weird one because this one homes in. Now I have a habit of expecting it to go behind me because he jolts forward so much. So in my head I'm thinking it's a heavy kick side, he's going to end up behind me. So I cross up and block the other way and I often get hit with it. So what I've realised now is a great way to deal with this is to crouch heavy punch and then V skill. Let's get the crush counter, then you get damage. But if you do that, it's quite ambiguous. You can land on either side, and the follow-up I go for is either a grab, crouch and mini punch, stand light kick. It's really good. I get a lot of good players with it, so I recommend using that. But you can DP it as well, but it's a bit hard to DP because of the speed of it. Like it's at the beginning of the video, at the beginning of the animation, you can just backdash it as well. Probably V skill. No. So if you V skill, he moves with you, which is weird. Yeah, you can't go underneath him, so you have to go backwards. I wouldn't recommend it. Can't crouch it either. So you're forced to anti-air that, so you have to. So crouch and heavy punch is the one to go for. Did I say crouch and medium punch before? Crouch and heavy punch is what you want to go for there. You just got to get into muscle memory to do that. That's really good. The only other things to cover, guys, are his... What's that? Oh, his tragedy assault and his super as well. His V trigger is tricky. We can look at that. Okay, cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do his tragedy assault now, and I want to do forward heavy punch. I've seemed to miss that out, haven't I? Let's go back. Yeah, forward heavy punch minus 13. Missed that one off. Alright, I'll record that now. Okay guys, so stand heavy punch for Nash. Let's have a look. It's minus 13, but again, it's one of those moves. It's hard to punish because of the way he moves. It comes out of nowhere. It's got really good reach. Ooh. I'll be honest, that's not going to work. And not a lot's going to work. Max range, you're getting no punish. The max range is safe. There's nothing you can do there. It's probably only Kami that can punish that. Any closer. Ooh, tricky. I think only the EX tattoos are going to work out of max range, you know what I'm saying? I don't think it's been really difficult to punish that. Close range heavy punch DP will work, but I think at that kind of range, oh no, it's not either. Line break, he must have to be very close. The line break is not very good there, so it looks like moves that have forward trajectory are very good. pick your spots. So CA is going to have the longest range, the lowest startup. The EX Tattoo will be next, and then the last one you want to use is Heavy Punch DP. That would be a closer range. Again, in V Trigger, the EX Tattoo becomes much better because it has 6 frame startup and it will jolt more forward than the non-V Trigger. Let me show you that. So this kind of range, you should get that on most occasions. Probably not max range, but you can see it's pretty good. It's not far from max range actually. Okay, so maybe EX Tattoo V Trigger will get him in all ranges. I'll test it out, but non-V Trigger, be careful, that won't work in the same way. If it did, Ken would be really strong. So that's how to deal with that. What's next? Okay, so yeah, medium, sorry, that's light Tragedy Assault. That is -5, so it's -5 for light, medium is -6, heavy is -8. So I'd probably go for Chin Buster for all of them, unless you can distinguish the difference. Okay, it says different things. So medium is saying down you go, so that's a 6 frame punish. You probably still go for Chin Buster there. Which slot's that? Slot's 4. Okay, so it's good to learn what he says because that's the heavy version. So the heavy version is -8. You can line break in that one. So that's important to learn what he says for the punish. So for the light, the medium, I'd go for Chin Buster. For the heavy, I'd go for line breaker. And for the EX, that's -23. So see how close it is. That's not going to work. So line breaker. You get your timing right. Actually, it's twice, so it's a bit confusing. So yeah, you can go for stand heavy punch, you can go for line break on that one. Right guys, so last but not least, his CA and his, what was the last thing? Oh, his V Trigger. So he has 3 different places he can land with V Trigger. So let's go back to the frame data. His CA is -31 on block. Remember, it doesn't cross up if it lands. If you block it, he just rushes it towards you. So let's have a look at the possible scenarios for punishing there. So that is, I think, number 1. You can't get that. Line breaker is the obvious one. If you wanted to go to V Trigger, that's how to do it. Crouch and heavy punch into fireball. It's got to be something better than that, really, hasn't it? I think it's going to be line breaker. Actually, I don't think there's any other punish really. Actually, yeah, for 1 bar, go for that. That's what you want to go for. I'm trying to think, would there be a 2-bar alternative? I think your 2-bar combos would only be if you've got V Trigger. I don't know. But yeah, that's what we're going to go for. I think crouch and heavy punch into a special V Trigger, or into fireball V Trigger, or crouch and heavy punch, medium kick tattoo, EXTP. That's the best thing to go for. That's some scenarios anyway, just play around. But yeah, don't worry about it crossing up. It won't cross up if you block it. Nash only goes to the other side if it lands on hit, so don't worry about that. I think he gets a setup after it as well, so be careful if it does land. But yeah, on block, that's what you want to do. The other one is his V Trigger. So he can go behind you. See if we can attack him. Okay, so you can... That's tough. To be fair, you gotta get the read on that. So, damn. If he goes to the other side, I think it's all a guess of his V trigger. What I did find in what I did find, speak proper English. What I did, what I did find actually, yeah, it makes sense. What I found in season 1, that's what I meant to say, was if you jump back, no matter what he does, I think it'll work every time. But so if I show you now, if he does his V trigger. You end up behind. Well, you get out of range, and you should get a hit. If I throw out a button, you can cross up after it, and they're obviously going to go with something like grab or sweep there as well, and they'll probably be standing in some scenarios. I think only if they neutral jump and anticipate it, that'll work. I think that works for every single situation, but let's have a look at the other ones as well. So these ones, you can crouch and heavy punch, front or back, crouch and heavy punch to hit. If I press a button in the air, you probably get the crush counter. If he goes behind you, let's have a look. Whoa, not what I want. Where did that come from? Okay, yeah, there you go. So you can crouch heavy punch that as well. And you can get the same kind of mix up as before. You can do that as well. I wouldn't recommend it though. You might trade in the air if you do that. It's a big risk. You gotta guess. The crouch and heavy punch will work both ways, so you cover 2 of 3 scenarios. Because I jump back. Maybe it's not a good idea. It used to get me out of trouble quite a lot, jumping back. So you're out of range there as well. Maybe it's only if they teleport behind you, the jump back doesn't work. But it worked quite well for me. Neutral jumping or jumping around when he does the V trigger. Because you know when they got the V trigger, they're either going to activate it raw to get free pressure, or they're going to activate it off a setup, like throw a boom, then to activate behind you. So the jump back is a consideration. Crouch heavy punch works if they teleport up in the air. Just be ready to do it. A bit like Sims teleport. When he teleports, just have your anti-air ready. If he goes behind you, it's a mix-up, so you gotta be on your guard, be careful. That's my own advice, really, guys, for that situation. But yeah, that about covers Nash in detail. So hopefully those tips and tricks have helped you understand the matchup a little bit more. I've definitely learned a few things from doing the video. Cool. Any advice, any tips yourself, give us a shout. Catch you next video. Take care.